Thank you to the frontline crew who've kept our whole world turning, paying heed to all we need, for you are candles burning. In dark days and dangerous, you stood by us, we stand by you. Thank you to the frontline crew who've kept our whole world turning.
Yep.
Thank you to the frontline crew, you've kept our whole world turning, paying heed to all we need, for you are candles burning. Sisters, brothers, fathers and mothers, neighbors, friends and children sing. Thank you to the frontline crew who've kept our whole world turning. What do we do at the end?
Welcome. As evening falls on this, the longest day of the year, I welcome you online to this cathedral. I welcome in particular all our young friends who are just finishing this very unusual school year. Today is the longest day of the year and tonight is the shortest night. 6 months from now, we will have the shortest day and the longest night on December 21st. By then, all of you, my young friends, will have either written to Santi or have asked your parents to talk to him. He will have prepared all your presents and he will be ready to come to Mayo and Sligo. That's the good news. That's what we're always used to. But then we have what we're not used to. Just now, none of us knows when you will be able to get back to school. None of us knows exactly when your confirmation or First Holy Communion can be held and who can be there. The one thing that we do know is that Santa Claus will come to you next Christmas as always. Just look at the wheel here in front of me. When it moves, it keeps going round. Last Christmas, you were up there. Now we're down there. Next Christmas, we'll be up again at the top of the wheel. For the past 3 months, you have missed lots of people and lots of things. You have missed going to school and meeting all your friends. You have missed being able to go and visit your granny and your granddad. You have missed all the games you used to play with your friends. You have missed your teachers, and they have missed you. You have missed all the plans you had for your confirmation day or for your First Holy Communion day. And your teachers, your parents, your priests, and myself have missed them as well. And of course, many of us have lost family and friends during this pandemic. We remember them, and we recall the pain of not being able to be with them as they left us. But as you put your school books away for the summer, as you no longer look at Home School Hub on RTE2, you can now look forward. Once again, you will begin to visit your grandparents. You can begin to see your friends and play with them. You can begin to make plans for a different confirmation day or Holy Communion day. You can begin to turn off your PlayStations and play real games outside instead. My word to you this evening is, enjoy now what you have missed for so long. The wheel of life has come round full circle, from having school, friends and visits to Granny, to having to stay at home alone, and now back again to friends and to Granny for the summer time. This has been a time of loss, but it has also been a time of gain. For 3 months, the wheel of life stood still for all of us. Like your grandparents, I was cocooned and could not leave my house for weeks. But with almost no cars on the road passing my house, I could hear the birds singing like never before. I discovered that Bird Genie is a new app that allows you to identify birds by their songs. I am now beginning to know what a blackbird sounds like, or a thrush, and so on. And while I couldn't leave my garden, I saw the daffodils go and the tulips emerge. I saw the tulips go and the bluebells come out, and now I can enjoy roses all over the grounds. The other day, I saw a red squirrel climbing up a tree outside my office window as the bluebells faded, and I suddenly realized we are all in this world together. Birds, bees, flowers, trees, animals, and humans. As Pope Francis said, this is our common home. We all share it, and it is God's creation. And all I want for next year, in fact, as the wheel turns around again, is that I will be able to see it all again, respected and appreciated in the new way in which I was able to respect it and appreciate it this year. I suggest, therefore, that we take a few moments, each of us quietly, to thank God for our common home, for people and plants, stars and sunshine, bees and birds that lightened the load and eased our isolation. Pope Francis has just launched a whole year dedicated to caring for creation, our common home. And part of a prayer that he has written for this year reads, "Enable us to succeed in listening and responding to the cry of the earth and the cry of the poor. May their current sufferings become the birth pangs of a more fraternal and sustainable world." I think these weeks that have just passed have helped us glimpse something of that fraternal and sustainable world. The tree here in the sanctuary has lots of flames hanging on it. Each school in this diocese is represented and has its name written on a flame. Corribagan, for example, is the one that is nearest to me. The flame is also a reminder to us that 5th and 6th class in 16 parishes have missed out on confirmation this year so far. Just now I'm talking to the priests about when we can have confirmation. But this is your special time, especially for 6th class. 6th class will be saying goodbye during these days. not as you would want it, with all the fun in your school. However, some of you will have a chance to be together for confirmation, and we can all look forward to that. And even if you have to stay 2 meters apart, we still can have a lovely day. Others among you will be meeting up in your new schools as you embark on a new journey of education and adventure. And so I now invite you to join me in your hearts as Jennifer lights a candle representing all 6th class pupils, and I will say a prayer of blessing for the pupils of 6th class. Gracious God, look with love on all our 6th class girls and boys. It has been a very different end to your time with us in our schools. You have stayed home, worked hard, been creative, learned new skills, and remained strong. Together, but apart, you have continued to make us proud. Today, as we celebrate all that you have been and that all that you will become, we ask that God's blessing will wrap each one of you in a cloak of love and of protection. We give thanks for the last 8 years. We will always remember you, the class of 2020. We will hold you in our hearts and in our prayers as you take the next steps on your lifelong journey of learning. We know that you will make the very best of your time in your new schools. We pray that you will always know that you are loved by God, who wants you to be the very best that you can be, so that you can set the world on fire. May God bless you and keep you safe until we meet again. The last 3 months have been, I think, a very special time in our schools and in our homes, when your parents became your teachers, when your teachers supported you online, and when you were working with both of them. Look at that wheel again here in front of the ambo. Your family is the hub of that wheel. Your years at school, the 8 spokes, represent those years, and it is held together by the rim, your teachers and your priests. We have 2 more candles here to remind us of this. Jennifer has already lit 1 candle, and Magella, a teacher, and Michelle, a parent, will now light the other candles. As we watch the flickering flames, we join in spirit with the national event across Ireland today and celebrate here in Ballina to mark our frontline staff. Let me quote from the song specially written for today. Thank you to the frontline crew who have kept our whole world turning. And so, to honour all frontline workers, Patricia will now sing the song with new words to Ode to Joy, to honour all frontline workers.
Thank you to the frontline crew who've kept our whole world turning, paying heed to all we need, for you are candles burning. Co.Mayo my agwif is buiches live for all you give. Thank you to the frontline crew who've kept our whole world turning. Thank you to the frontline crew who've kept our whole world turning, paying heed to all we need, for you are candles burning. In dark days and dangerous, you stood by us, we stand by you. Thank you to the frontline crew who've kept our whole world turning. Thank you to the frontline crew who've kept our whole world turning, paying heed to all we need, for you are candles burning. Sisters, brothers, fathers and mothers, neighbors, friends and children sing. Thank you to the frontline crew who've kept our whole world turning.
As our time here comes to an end, I want to thank you for joining me on this, the longest day, here at evening time in St. Muredach's Cathedral. I want to say a special thank you to your parents, to your teachers, to your priests, and to all of you. I hope that you have a lovely summer, the rest of what's left of it, and I look forward to seeing you all again in your schools, and in particular, I look forward to seeing the candidates for confirmation over the next number of months. I now invite all of you in your own homes to join with Patricia and Rosie as they sing the ever-popular Circle of Friends, which you know so well from school and which reminds us of the gift of connectedness and the many friendships forged throughout your years in primary school.
far away. You are not on your own. You're not there, but they think of you in their prayers. They remember you. You are never, ever truly alone. Circle of friends all around you. Circle of friends, strong and true. Circle of friends, always there for you. Circle of friends all around you. Circle of friends, strong and true. Circle of friends, always there.